Oh, we're here for the Escada Parks and Rec Commission, February 26th meeting. Can I have a roll call, please?
Commissioner Lanchitsky.
Here. Present.
Commissioner Testel,
Present.
Commissioner Sheeple,
Present.
Commissioner Huff,
Present.
Commissioner Brandt, absent. And Chair Palomo.
Here. Great. Can I have a motion to approve the consent agenda from the January 22nd meeting?
I move to approve.
Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Oh, you know what? Let me grab a pen before I get going on this real fast. Okay, any citizen comments or concerns? Nope. Online? No. Perfect. All right. Are we doing Ally presentation first or?
I don't know if Tyra's here. Up to you.
No. Okay,
I don't know.
yeah, well, we can hold on, it's all good. Okay, first motion, or first commission business application. Application review and recommendations to city council.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't have we never got those.
Let me pull it up.
I'm one of them. I could paraphrase.
okay.
I wanna keep doing the stuff, keep the momentum going
Now, we lost the commissioners
today.
and we lost our youth council.
Yeah.
So we have a few now.
Oh,
Well, I have biased opinion towards you.
I hope so.
He needs to continue this
Yes.
sprint to
Yeah.
bring this trot.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
there.
There should be two.
Yeah, I also have Stevens, but it's just on the other one.
Oh, okay.
so.
Okay, we'll start with Stevens then, since Stevens here.
All good things.
Huh?
I said all good.
All good things.
He invested in the
Yeah, I know
project.
we're still in the middle of some stuff and I'd like to see it through and keep at it. So
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, we'll start with Stevens. Can I,
Okay.
do I have a motion to approve Steven? How's his last name?
you don't just
Stevens' application for the city, the Parks and Rec Commission. Can I get a motion?
I motion to approve Stephen's application.
Can I get a second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And the second application we have is from a gentleman named Greg Horner.
Okay.
And all he put was, I grew up in Estacada. My family helped build this town. My grandfather was the mayor of Estacada, and that's it. We invited Greg to come because I just wanted to make sure he would be willing to, no. Oh, Matthew, new city liaison.
Oh, okay.
That's all good. I was just gonna ask Greg if he would be willing to commit his time to show up for our events and
Mm-hmm.
participate. Unfortunately, he's not here today. So without knowing that, I personally don't feel comfortable recommending him to city council, but what do you guys think?
nor do I.
Yeah, I feel like we need more information.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
At
great.
a minimum.
Yeah.
It's more qualifications than I had going into this, but yeah, having more information, having a face, having come out for something would be nice, but yeah, I don't want.
That other liaison,
Okay.
we got two, we're special.
Yes,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm late.
It's all good.
We need to be monitored.
We're just not used to
Okay.
having one around.
Well, can I have a motion for Greg Horner's application?
At this moment, I would say I would move to deny.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All in
Yeah.
favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. That's good for that one.
That was our only other.
That was it.
Yeah, anyway, we'll keep it open and keep looking. And then
Mhm.
my wife will be here. She has our kids to deal with, so
Okay.
we might have to move her back a little bit.
We can go to the splash pad next then.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay, we'll move the arts down till she appears. Splash pad grand opening discussion.
Mhm.
I talked to Melanie and I told her we really don't have time to set up the event. So the city will take care of setting up the event for
Okay.
the city. But I'm sure she'll send out an email with the details and if you guys want to show up for the grand opening.
What day is it?
I
This
don't think,
is end of March,
End of
but that
March.
seems
That-
like it's coming up.
That's when it's completed, but I think, aren't they turning the water on Memorial Day weekend?
they are, but they wanted,
People
I think they were
haven't
trying to do like a
started
ribbon
thinking
cutting
before.
cutting
Okay.
Oh,
for the
okay.
splash pad, like a little.
Yeah, I've been down to attend for sure. I mean,
Sure.
I just need a date,
we've worked
yeah.
hard for this thing. Like for,
Yeah, I think it's appropriate for us to have a presence, but
Yeah.
having the city kind of take care of a lot of the logistics will make it a lot easier.
Sure. Yeah, I just figure with the timing, with the other projects we have going
Mhm.
on, I just don't think we have the
Mhm.
time.
No, I appreciate
To do
that.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, great. Then we can move on from there. 4 is concert in the park planning, and I do have an update for that.
Okay.
So I sat with Rob
Yeah.
Gaskill, the gentleman who puts together all the bands for us and everything.
Mhm.
So I have the dates. The first concert will be June 26th.
June 26th. And we
They
are
will now
paying
be
him,
on-
right?
Thursday, which is, sorry.
We are paying him now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
or at least we'll put it in the budget and then he'll
Yeah.
build the city and do his thing.
They're gonna be Thursdays.
Thursdays, yes,
Okay.
Thursdays from 6:30 to 8:30 PM.
Oh, I like that.
So we should be able to dodge a lot of the summer heat, a lot of the sun. I think it's a much better time. So the dates are June 26th, July 10th, July 24th, August 7th, and August 21st. So if you take August 26th and add two weeks,
Yeah.
it'll be every 2 weeks.
or
for
June
missed
26th,
that.
Yeah,
and
June
then every,
26th.
and then every 2 Thursdays.
What was the second July?
Just for June 26th,
And then every
July
2 weeks.
10th,
And then,
July 24th, August 7th, August 21st.
Then,
Okay.
that will be one thing, when my wife is here, hopefully she'll remember it. The Arts Commission has a similar thing, during, and I don't remember the date, but we should raise that too, just to make sure we don't have a conflict with like who's getting booked on which date,
Sure.
stuff like that, so.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I know there's gonna be a bit of a change up on the lineup for the bands this year. A few of the bands that were there last year won't be able to do it this year.
Mhm.
So there'll be a couple new bands, a couple returning. Rob's band will play. I think he said the Infamous Soul Band is gonna play again, so the hard rock.
oh, yeah.
And I think those are the only 2 solid bands he has right now, and the rest of them, he's looking for new ones.
Yeah, so I think Casimir Effect is one of the ones that's going to be at the arts one, and so that was kind of like a way of dodging a conflict.
Yeah, yeah,
So-
exactly. So those are the bands, those are the dates, that's the time. This year, we really just need to do the same thing we did last year, show up early, set up, break down after, and contact vendors for food and beverages again.
And
Mhm.
we're thinking of like Christie's and.
Yeah, I'll reach out to her probably soon. I'll reach out to her, see what date if she would like any. I'm gonna reach out to there's the hot dog people,
Mhm.
the Wiener Wagon, the one who goes to the different city events. I'm gonna reach out to her and see if she would like to show up at any of the concerts. I'm for sure gonna do the ice cream truck again, because
Yeah.
that was probably the best thing we had.
Yeah.
Was people love the having,
Especially on a hot summer night.
exactly.
And then also like lawn games and everything, I'm still gonna build the cornhole boards.
Great.
So I'll make 2 sets for that. Just come up with some other ones so that kids can play while still being on that side of the
Yeah.
park.
Nice.
So we'll try and come up with a couple different things. I know there's already some that
Sure.
we've got or whatever, but
And if you spend money on materials and any of that stuff, keep the receipts and we can totally reimburse you because that way we can hold on to them and
Yep.
use them for.
yeah, my
Different
plan is to
events.
just paint them white and then basically submit them to the city for further decoration.
Yeah,
basically.
or even if you come up with something, if
Yeah.
you put some trees, Parks and Rec, whatever you
Yeah.
like to do.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good with some crayons.
Just see projector onto
Yep.
the white thing and you
Yep.
trace it out.
Yep.
Easy.
Yep.
Whenever that big thing, I did not do that.
It was great.
I'm pretty sure the owners of the country said that they would wanna possibly donate like some tubs of ice cream for the event.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be cool.
yeah, they're like really looking into get more involved in the community and stuff.
That'd be wonderful. Okay, the country. And if they want to come out or they want to chat about anything, just you can give them our email or my number or anything. We can chat with them about that.
Okay.
That'd be great. So last year I brought water for the band. I'm always bring water for the band, but I'll bring free water for anyone in the community because it seemed like a lot of people don't bring their own water. So having a chest full of free water for everybody it's cheap and easy and
Mhm.
a good thing to do. The other thing I actually really did like doing last year when we were tabling for the surveys was I had bought a bunch of cheap like school supplies, like the
Yeah.
99-cent crayons and coloring books and stuff. And those were a hit.
They-
The kids love those.
They did.
So they were able to, so I'll probably do that again this year.
Mhm.
And we can kind of promote it as like, hey, you can come pick up some free school supplies,
Mhm.
hang out, do some coloring
Yeah,
and enjoy the park.
I
So
think that's good.
I'm gonna totally do that again this year. If you guys,
Does anybody know who the face painting vendor is? She comes to events around here. She
Mhm.
was like I don't know if maybe she'd wanna come or.
yes, I can totally reach out to her too. It was really nice having the face painter at the Cashmere Effect because there were so many families there. They really got utilized. Like they're very busy. Maybe we'll see. It depends on. I guess it depends more on the band,
Yeah.
really, because when there was like the other ones, when we had less kids, they were they sat around for a bit. But if we can find a good fit, I think that's a great idea.
There might be more people this year because of the splash pad kids.
Hopefully.
Might
Right.
have something to do.
Yeah, hopefully, and honestly, hopefully the timing and the days work out better for everyone, and we can get more community turnout at the events. That'd be great. Do we want to do any other like community things, like tabling or just hanging out, or if you guys think of anything that you would like to like give out to, or like little activities for kids and stuff, feel free to. Let us know what you think.
Yeah,
bubbles.
Good.
Yeah,
Like even if we got like a cheap bubble machine, that we just keep refilling.
I have two like pro bubble machines. I don't know.
Even better.
Cool.
Bubble machines keep kids entertained for a very long time.
nice. That'd be
At
great.
least my own children.
They're almost too hardcore. You have to
Yeah.
you can't run them the whole time. Can't see you.
Cool. Anything else?
Melanie had said something about getting those large shade.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 Oh, yeah.
We bring out canopies every year from the ones we have here. We have 5 and we take those every year. But hopefully what we would like to see is a fixed
Yeah.
structure that allows shade sails to be put up in the summer and then pulled down in the winter. That way they don't deteriorate as much and really the space only gets utilized in the summer anyway. So if the city would be willing to invest in that, I think that would be a good option.
Well, that'd be nice for even like the, I can't remember what it's called, but the story time
Yeah.
that sometimes it gets really hot
Oh,
in
Yeah.
that field bench
Mhm.
area, auditorium.
Mhm.
Cool.
That'd be a good investment.
Anything else? Cool. Well, okay. Well, like I said, just think about it and then, oh, go ahead.
So I'm gonna say we can do the.
Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah. So reach out, like I said, reach out to businesses, people you know. If you think of anything else, we have plenty of time to start planning this. We got months. So it's better we reach out sooner, but if you guys think of anything interesting, all ideas are welcome. Perfect. And then we'll circle back to the Arts in the Park naming conflict.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're up.
Thanks for letting me go, soon. I don't know if I was first because I was like, because I have two kids with me. But
Even vouch for you.
Yeah.
well, we had to finish dinner and then clean up our bodies because we like to put dinner all over ourselves. My name's Alicia Sheberl, Steve's wife, and I'm on the Arts, Escade Area Arts Commission. So I'm gonna be your guys, the Parks liaison, since we live together and we can talk about these things at home, not in any official capacity, but it makes sense, like, since we have a lot of communication. So I have, the most of what I want to talk about tonight is about art, arts in the park. And then our thing, arts at the creek.
Yeah.
So the first thing is there any way, shape or form that you guys would even consider changing the name
I
of
think
Arts
we
in the
can do
Park?
that for you.
Well, I know you guys, I think you were doing it first, and Arts in the Park is like a natural name, and that totally makes sense, but everyone messes them up. And then, your guys' thing, it's awesome. It's like
Yeah.
youth-oriented, community youth, making cool stuff, and selling it, inexpensively to other kids. And ours is more like a maker's market for like local artists and stuff like that, and local craftspeople.
Yeah.
So I think, and we have bands and food, and it gets confused, and I think people go to one and then they see ours and they're like, we just went to that, we're not gonna go to that again.
Yeah.
We don't need any more little kids bracelets or what, little doodads or whatever. So we thought obviously y'all do your own thing, but something with youth, with kids, with creates, color outside the lines, whatever. Okay, so that was really good. I'm on a roll here because I thought that you guys were gonna be like, no, that was our thing first.
I would like to make one suggestion though. We've already put out a call for artists, right?
Yes, it doesn't,
Does it
I
say
like
Arts
it.
in the Park in it?
I don't think does it.
And you're guys,
Um,
it's like in a month, 2 months?
It's
Isn't that
in
right?
is-
May,
Yeah.
the Saturday before Mother's Day.
Yeah, so maybe this year is a wash and.
That's what I was gonna
maybe
say,
it's
is like, let's just, if we defer it, then we have like, I think, because we've had, I think it's on the calendar.
Yeah, this is what we've got.
Okay.
So it's more just,
Oh, nice.
it doesn't say the event name itself. It's a way to get people to further information.
Right.
Well, if you guys thought it was that it's possible this year, I mean, that would be amazing, but it's coming up so close that we weren't.
Yeah, it's
expecting
probably-
You guys.
Unless I mean, if we decided on a name tonight. have
I
no
was gonna
problem
say,
doing
do
it.
we have like ideas? I used Chat GPT just now.
What'd you get?
I got young creators in the park. I got creative youth in the park, and that's all Chat had for me so far.
We thought Estacada Creates, though I'm not sure, that doesn't really say anything about you, but.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, I think this is the kind of thing where let's not do decisions tonight, but let's
Yeah.
maybe start an email thread around this with
Mhm.
ideas, even like create a doc, and then we can like vote.
Yep.
Like, put it down and then make a decision at the next meeting, and then we can decide if that is enough time to call it that on the city calendar and all that stuff.
Honestly, if we.
Yeah.
Get a name together and we vote on it next month or, whatever.
We don't have to
We
wait.
don't
till
have
next
to vote on
month.
it,
We could actually, I mean, if we do this offline and we do it the right way where
Google
we,
form or something.
yeah, but we can do it over on an email thread where we include the city on it so
Yeah.
that everything's public.
Yeah.
Make a decision in a week,
Sure.
and then I
I
think
can
that's
agree.
gonna give us enough time that's more than 2 months
Yeah.
to do all the things of like updating the city calendar. We could, if we need to say formally known as Arts of the Park for 1 year, that's fine.
Yeah, because I personally just think if we get it resolved quicker, there's a possibility for both of our events to possibly have more,
Yeah,
Yes.
So that I agree with the 1 week, like
Yeah.
if we could.
That's awesome. Thank you guys for being so open to that. I really appreciate it. Okay, awesome. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so the next thing is, do you guys have a point person for the artist formerly known as Arts of the Park?
I guess not.
No? Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Because we were thinking, we usually collaborate with you guys on that, so like we come and we set up a table with y'all and if you wanted to make a point person on it, then it's someone that we could, you know, touch base with without having to come to like the full meetings, like it's like
Sure.
as simple as emailing to be like, hey, you know, what time or what do you need or whatever.
I could be the point person, so, because to maintain the rapid communication
Okay.
cycle that we have at home.
It's just,
Yeah,
okay, let me put down, and then. So we have Google Forms for the youth registration and the youth responses from last year. Do you
Mhm.
guys want those?
That'd be great.
Yes.
Jessie Kerr has them. She's our chair.
Yep.
We have a big, like, what's it called? Oh, Steve, you're better at this than I am. It's a-
Spreadsheet?
A Google
database.
Drive.
Oh,
We
right,
have an arts, Escada Area Arts
Oh,
Drive.
nice.
yeah.
And so those forms are on the drive and I
Right, yeah.
think so we have the youth registration forms and then we have last year's responses. If you wanted to reach out to the same families that did last year
Great,
as
okay.
well. So yeah, so if you just want to email
do
Jesse,
that.
get access to that drive. And then we also have do you guys have a youth liaison from like the high school?
They resigned.
Yeah.
Today.
What did I say?
They resigned.
Oh, okay. Well, we have one. She's great. Her name's Isabella. And she's willing to help promote any parks events at
Oh.
school. So
Oh,
like if you
awesome.
guys, she can go to, I always forget, I know Randall Frunkus band. And I forget their music teacher. Since we're arts, that's who
Yeah.
we usually liaise with or that she will talk to. But we're trying to open it up to Estacada School District in general, like talking to Danny Randall. Because like all of
Who's
like our, she's their communications person.
Oh, okay.
Cause our bingo card, Questacada thing,
Mhm.
we want to put that in like the Thursday folders, you know, the last month of school. So every kid takes one home as opposed to handing them out. We'll still put them at Yo Treats and put them at the library and put them around town. But last year we had 0 turned in and we had like 6 awesome prizes that we got from people all throughout the community. So it would be, I mean, even if people don't turn them in, I guess for prizes that we might be backtracking on that a little this year but
Are you saying you also took the Quest Academy?
Yeah.
oh no, I'm sorry.
just kidding.
I was gonna say, like,
Now
speaking of
we're-
naming conflicts.
That's just in my head because him, but it's like a
Awesome.
bingo card and it's like, go to Philip Foster Farm. Have a fun day on the lake, you know, visit and it's all, you know, get a sweet treat at Yo Treats, get a boba tea or whatever. And then they can fill it out and like make a bingo and then the idea behind it, they would send it in and then we would do a raffle for a prize.
Oh, great.
But I think none or maybe one got sent in. So whether or not we do the prizes and this summer, we still thought that was a great idea. And it's fun to get families and kids out. Our kids both did it and they were stoked to be like, I have one more thing to do, you know? So yeah, so we're talking with ESD. Hopefully we're gonna get into with Danny Randall and we will start getting stuff in schools, the youth-based community stuff. But our youth liaison, if you wanted to promote like youth.
That'd be
artists.
great, because, you know, we do get younger kids selling like, you know,
Mhm.
knickknacks and stuff, but I would like to see more high school age kids who are like
Totally.
trying to sell their art so they can like raise money to like potentially go to college and
Yeah.
get textbooks and all
Yeah.
that stuff. They could come
I
out.
mean,
and
canvases aren't
participate.
cheap, paints
Right.
aren't cheap, pastels or whatever the medium,
Yeah.
so. Yeah, cause
Is
so
it
I
something we
don't
can, like, make a
remember the
flyer
art
and
teacher
get
at the high school, but she would talk with them.
You know, it's tough with the schools just because you kind of have to go through,
We've been
okay.
emailing them for years and our joke is that it prints out directly into a shredder in like a closet somewhere that is locked off. It's just, I don't know that they have had the same person in the same role for long, or they haven't had a person in the community outreach role. And then each, you know, we're one school district with 4 schools. Well, we also have the charter. But with multiple different principals and I don't know that they're all communicating. So I think they're all getting better at that. And then community councils like ours weren't involved with, it's like everyone's doing their own things. And so we're trying to like, let's all mesh together. We all live here. All our kids are going to the same schools and we're all at the park and seeing the
Yep.
concerts. So that's what we're working on. So knock wood. But if you want our youth liaison to maybe help you
That'd be
promote,
great.
then just, you can also, I guess, send to the Arts Commission email or to Jessie
I'll send it to Jeff.
directly.
Yeah, I can send it.
And then she can bring it up at our next meeting.
I'll put them both in the same email. That way. it's-
Perfect, and we
yeah.
can talk to Isabella there. Okay, sorry, I'm like nervous. I hate being on, when I'm on that side, I'm not nervous, but the side's like nerve-wracking for me.
You're doing great.
Thank you. What else do I have? Youth liaison, Google Forms.
Yep.
Oh, do you guys have your concert dates and your performers set?
Dates, yes.
concerts in the park.
Performers, we have 2 out of 5.
Okay, what are your dates?
June 26th. July 10th,
Okay,
July 24th. August 7th. And August 21st. They're on Thursday nights now, and they're 6:30 to 8:30 PM.
oh, okay. Nice, it'll be.
The
out
Cashmere
in the
Effect is not
blazing
one of them.
Sun. Hmm?
It wasn't Cashmere Effect the one that you were getting?
Well, so we had maybe last year was not a conflict, but it was like, I think we had both booked Casimir Effect. Was it the same?
It was like 2 days apart or something.
Yeah,
like that,
and
yeah.
it was for the arts, your guys' concert and our Arts of the Creek. So I think that's the thinking behind this is like, let's talk a little bit more. So I know we're doing Casimir Effect. And that's July 26th is our
Mhm.
Arts at the Creek.
And I know we're definitely not doing Cashmere Effect, so.
That week even, do them next month, or even 2 weeks later, give them a couple days off. Okay, and then you guys are gonna put all your concerts with the performers in them on the city calendars when those are dialed in?
Yeah, because Rob's working on getting the rest of the bands. And as soon as we get those set up, then he's probably gonna do his little sign that he did last time and try to promote it as much as possible.
Okay. That was there. And then for Arts at the Creek or I mean, your Arts in the Park, what should we bring this year? Do you guys have your own signage? Do you have an A-board sign with Estacada Parks and Rec or?
No, I feel like we need that though.
That would be,
Yeah, looking to get it
that would
this
be
year.
great. So the last like 3 years, I think maybe 4 years.
I think we just stand at your booth.
Yes, well, it's your event, but.
But it's at our park.
Yeah, that is.
It's like the whole thing.
Okay, you've got the geography, but yeah, because we have the sign, we have the
Yeah.
booth. People are always like, where should I do? Where do I set up? And we're like, this is not our event. And I think, well, I mean, we're all a little, I wouldn't say type A, but we're all little like, and we don't want to be like, oh, I don't know, I just showed up,
Yeah, no, I agree.
So either, yeah, like, let's loop us in
Sure.
so we can know what we're talking about, or maybe y'all, get a sign and we could say, this is the person you should talk to.
Yeah.
They'll show you where to put your booth or.
No, I was there last year and I was standing, and I was like, this isn't quite our booth. Like,
Well, and it's fine. Like, we don't mind bringing the table.
Yeah,
That's not a
no.
big deal,
Yeah.
whatever.
No,
the
absolutely, but
canopy.
I agree. I do think we need our own signage. I think we need our own
Sure.
thing. I
And
agree.
it wasn't, we got like, I think we have a little sign that's just like a laminated that we just clip onto an A-board.
Mhm.
And, it wasn't expensive to buy and
Yeah.
it's something that Estacada Parks and Recreation can have forever
Yeah,
until,
as
it,
long as we keep it simple.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Just, Parks and Recreation.
Mhm.
That's, but yeah, so that was the thing. But yeah, signage. You guys get
Yeah.
signage, we'll bring ours
Perfect.
and then it'll be like,
And
oh,
we probably will,
situation.
we're probably gonna do it closer to the community building this year, just
Uh,
because of all the construction with the splash pad and everything.
Yeah,
oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
yeah, we're gonna do it over by, yeah.
is it not gonna be, the splash pad won't be ready by, what'd you say?
It'll be finished, but the water won't be on or anything, but,
Oh, okay.
Might be a little congested on that side.
yeah, and that's just, it's just that there won't be quite as much room. There's usually people that set up where there was grass there, so we're gonna do it over by the new room.
I
Yeah,
didn't think
Yeah.
about that.
And there's a bit more parking on that side too, which is,
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's true.
yeah.
That is
are
true.
you guys gonna do like food or any, it's just the simple, just keep it simple?
I think it's just the youth market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, I don't know. what-
I mean,
what-
it's not, your guys' thing isn't like 4,
No, I would,
6 hours. or
No,
No,
because
it's
that's the
pretty
thing,
short for the
the
youth.
dwell time for people is usually like 15-20 minutes. They come in and shop and leave. you know.
Yeah.
the only one I would genuinely consider was probably like the ice cream truck. Just have them come, park in the
Yes.
parking lot. and People can grab stuff and they can have an ice cream while they walk through the.
And I think
tents.
they have drinks too, which is
Yeah.
nice, you know, and yeah, you're not gonna need like a meal.
Right.
It's not like you're asking people to camp out for hours. Okay, that was just my own curiosity, but,
All good.
okay, so I think that's everything I cover, or that I wanted to ask. Do you guys need anything from Arts? Do you want to ask anything from Arts? Do you have any question about?
If you guys
anything?
have name suggestions.
Um,
No, just kidding.
Name, I gave you, that was it. So we thought Escada Creates, Color Outside the Lines. I think your Chat GBT is a great idea. He's always trying to get me to use it to like think of dinner ideas. He's
I
like,
give it
"That's
employee
what
of the
it's
month
for."
every month,
But
so.
I have Owen Pro. It's smarter than
Oh,
all
okay.
of us put together.
Yeah, he's
Oh my
like,
God.
he's
So-
like, use it. That's what it's for. So I mean, why
Yeah.
not feed it in and it's not like you've.
Yeah.
It hasn't let me down yet, so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So,
I have
We
a
expect good.
suggestion name.
Go, yeah.
Youth Creation and Recreation.
That's a good one.
oh, I do like that.
That's a good one.
That's smart. Okay.
Like the rhymes.
I like it. That's a good one.
That's pretty strong.
That is,
I'm telling you, dude.
that's a strong
Yeah,
start.
AI, that's a good one.
I was gonna say, that is a very strong start. That's
Yeah.
number one on the list right now.
Not just because it's the only one on the list.
Okay, that sounds like the same what's
If
my
that's it
favorite.
for me. Take these guys. and
Perfect.
get
Yep.
them ready for bed.
Thank
Okay,
you.
great. Have a good meeting, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We won't keep Steven too long.
Oh.
Okay, perfect. Next, we have Founder's Day discussion.
Mm, mhm.
Are there more updates in that? or
Yeah, okay.
Information?
The last I talked to Jerry, we're not, there's no way we're gonna be able to do an actual event. Like to
Oh.
like set up an event, have like I just,
I thought they were wanting this huge, like,
yeah,
Which makes sense at the 125-year anniversary mark. 'Cause that is an important number.
but the compromise is, since it's 120th year, we
mhm.
just could, if we can, integrate that within the events we already have. So
Oh,
like,
okay.
if we do the coloring pages again, maybe we'll put like
100.
happy birthday, Estacada, 120, years.
Yeah,
something
do
like
some like
that.
old timey log theme images.
So we don't want like wood and axes out at our events.
Yeah.
That's what I like, you know.
Well, and then there's,
No, we want wood and access at every event, but
I
there is
think
the logo
color
too.
sheets again with that information,
That'd be great.
and then we can have them at all the concerts.
Well, and then when that logo is finalized, I don't know, I got the vote on the logo for the 120-year poll or whatever that came out
Yeah.
last week. So when that's finalized, we'll be able to put that on all documentation as
Perfect.
well. And all the options look very much like the Forest Service logo, which is fine.
Yeah. And honestly, if you guys like think of like little activities or like
Mhm.
crafts or something like we could do, like again, at the tabling, like the content, if it was like, I don't know.
I don't know why logs are the only, I'm like Lincoln logs. Like I just keep thinking of logs.
But if you-
120th.
120.
120.
I always think it's fun to hand kids like period games. Like little things that kids would play with back then. Cause
Yeah.
when they're like, whoa, that's crazy. And then after about 5 seconds, they're like, man, their lives were so boring.
We should look at what the toys were 120 years ago.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And make them make it.
At the Lewis and Clark Interpretation Center, Interpretive Center in Oregon City,
Oh, I
they
love
have
that
like this whole
place.
drawer that's full of like all the little toys and stuff that kids
Mhm.
would play with. But
That place is really
yeah.
cool.
Nice. So yeah, so like I said, think about it. if you can think about good ways to integrate it into our current events,
Mhm.
then I think that'd be a.
Okay.
Even
I-
if we
it'd be
just did
better,
like
yeah.
like a big poster board, we could get one made or something and just have like a different piece of information about Estacada.
Yep.
Like, and just put it on an A-frame or something at each event.
Sure.
So people can like learn something new at every event that they go to.
Yeah, and or even if like we did like, because we have events at different places. I mean, most of them are at Wade Creek, but sometimes we do Camp and some other. Like if we had like, this is what this was like space was like 120 years ago.
Oh,
And like
yeah.
have facts about like that type of thing. That would be cool. It'd be like interesting for people to see that type of thing.
Or the various seasons and stuff about the, about the town to the various seasons throughout the year.
Sure.
What if we had people like submit like historical photos or something, something like that, like
Right.
where we could like,
Make a collage.
yeah,
Can we make it interactive like the bingo game?
Sure.
Like put something at a certain park?
Like number the signs or something.
Yeah.
If you visit one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know, this bingo thing's going around, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Bingo is
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a passport to Escada or
Yeah,
something like
that's
that.
what it was.
Yeah.
Passport bingo, something that
Yeah.
like you have to go to a
Hold on
park
to.
or write down an answer. or
If you like
something.
that, you should check out his Questicada app that he built for the city.
Questicada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am gonna, it's not on the agenda, but I was gonna bring that up because there's all sorts of updates to it.
Yeah.
so,
Oh, yeah, I got the.
All
email.
programmed by him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the more things that we can find out about specific areas will make that easier. I know Happy Valley, they have a Google map, but it has key points in the
Mhm.
city and everything of different landmarks and stuff to go see and everything. So if we're able to tie it like, oh, this old farm that's still here, whatever,
Yeah.
finding those different landmarks.
On
whatever.
on the Questicada site, I rebuilt there was this walking tour of like the historical sites in the city,
Mhm.
and it's kind of vanished.
Mhm.
There used to be like a phone number that you would call about it and stuff, which was weird, but I rebuilt it as a Google map. So
Oh.
and it's actually on the site now, so you can
Perfect.
go and it's one of the activities on there, so you can go and redo it's like the old historical tour, but
That's cool.
Oh,
now
that's
you can do it
cool.
on your phone.
Great. Anything else?
So when should we start on? Like, when does that need to be?
First event we got next is the
The May.
Arts in the park.
the Arts in the Park. So as long as we think of something before May, then
When is the trot?
the
We're
Sugar
not
Truck.
doing it.
That's it. That's all.
Spring to spring.
Yeah.
Or spring to spring.
We're
We're
not doing
doing
that
it
one
this
this year.
year. Okay,
Oh,
That's also not
Oh,
on the
sorry,
agenda, and I'm gonna get to that one too, because there's
Oh, okay.
lots of
okay,
rad news
sorry.
about that.
Oh.
Okay, perfect. And then last agenda item, Parks Master Plan yearly goal report plus budget report due to city council in April.
Okay.
So if we vote and put together the budget next meeting, we should be good. Perfect.
I believe so.
And you can get us copies of the old budget for the next meeting would be great.
Yeah, I can send those to the email.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. So we'll decide the budget then. Most of it, pretty much, our biggest expense is concerts, right?
Mhm.
The only additional expense that's incurring this year is a few of the bands are gonna get paid a little bit more money because they did great last year. So Rob's giving them a couple extra bucks. And since Rob puts together all of the events,
Yeah.
I talked to the city manager and they're gonna we're gonna set aside $1,500
Mhm.
for him to bill the city for his time
Okay.
putting the event together.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
He does a
Sounds
lot.
like it's a lot of work. so.
If we were to pay an actual professional to like do this, it would be like 4 or 5 grand.
Yeah.
So even with Rob doing it at that, it's a
And Rob loves
deep
it.
saving, and he does love it, and he loves
Yeah.
the city, and
But
He
he should be
does.
compensated.
He
for
should.
it.
yeah.
No,
yeah.
I
It's a lot
agree.
of work.
So I mean, that's a big change. I
He
mean,
does a lot of work.
of
everywhere.
our $15,000 budget, 12 of it's parks or
Mhm.
concerts, so it'll be
Yeah.
a little bit more this year, but
In that, just because I haven't been a part of this before, for the budget report, are we also doing like those cleanups and like do we have to put in?
yeah, we put line items for pretty much
Okay,
everything
line
we
item,
do. We'll set aside we set like $500 for
Okay,
the Ivy cleanup. We put like a $500 for the different flyers we do for like
Okay.
art for the trick or trot and all the arts and park stuff.
Okay.
All that costs money. So we'll do line items.
line items.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So, and but essentially what we do is like, we'll just take last year numbers,
Mhm.
increase it a little bit for the cost this year.
Yeah.
And if there's any new line items or new events,
Mhm.
then we'll just have to add a little bit more. Like if we want to do,
Okay.
the movie at the community
Right.
center, we might throw $100-200 at it just to
Okay.
get food and
Yeah.
water and stuff for everybody. And then,
Okay.
And also,
Yeah.
and the flyer and stuff like that too.
yeah, exactly.
All right. Just checking to see what to expect.
Perfect. Does Melanie have anything more about the Parks Master Plan or the yearly goal report? I know the yearly goal is just our own. Think of goals that you want
Mhm.
accomplished by the commission, and we put them down on paper just to give them to council. But the only new thing this year for is the Parks Master Plan. And that's what I'd like to get more input from her.
Yeah, I just check in with her.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Sorry. I just wanted to add one thing. If you guys watched, I don't know who all has got a chance to watch the goal setting meetings, but one thing we did talk about was like supporting the Frisbee golf and stuff, or the disc golf, excuse me, tournaments and stuff like that as well more this year. My question, just for understanding, being new to the committee, are you guys involved in that? Is that something that we could do some park awareness outreach stuff at or something like that? Just being said,
Yeah.
it's an outdoor event and we're kind of going after more recreation. And then two-part to this really quick is just making sure it was on your radar. Monday was a really emotional time and I do understand that. And there was a lot of other more pressing things going on than talking about the park at the time, but I'm just tracking that you guys saw the development on the lake shore, that we're going after grants for
Yep.
the water access and their renderings, and that we're finally moving forward
Yep.
on getting some water access. So
Nice.
just making sure
Yep.
that was communicated to you guys.
As for the disc golf, there are very large tournaments that happen in McIver, and our only thing is we don't really have a route of communication since that's a state park. We would like to open. Actually, I think it would be
What about-
nice.
What about the
Timber Park.
PGE
Yeah, the
one?
PGE.
Oh yeah, that one's also there.
Yeah.
Are we able to?
The city has contacts where they can reach out
Okay.
to PG&E for us, and they can. We've worked with them before, so
Okay.
like they did at that same park.
Mhm.
But years ago, before the trees they just cut down,
Yeah.
they used to have ivy all over them. So this commission put together a volunteer event to remove the ivy from those trees, like
Okay.
years ago. So there's definitely ways we can communicate with them.
I also
Okay.
do need to hit at both parks to create a Questicata entry points, because
Yeah.
I have disc golf things at both, so.
But what I was saying is, the PG one, it's good. Yeah, they have some events,
Yeah.
but like it would be really nice to be able to open dialogue with MacGyver Park.
Oh.
And if we could use like some of their resources and like outreach to them,
Mhm.
because they truly have like large followings. Like that disc golf course is known internationally.
Yeah,
'Cause it's
Yeah.
like one of like,
world class.
it's world class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and they have tournaments there every year,
I
like.
was gonna say, I accidentally went to that restaurant that's across.
Yeah.
And at the same time, and I saw buses and I was
So
like,
if there's a way to get those people to try to interact more with the city, that would be, I think, a very lucrative way to try to get more activity within the city.
Okay, yeah, I think the council can support you on that.
Sure.
We'll obviously, outside of asking the staff
Sure.
to build a relationship there, to seek out a contact to get you, or to establish a line of contact at the
And-
very least, right?
And honestly, a lot of people don't know, but they do a lot of more events than just that. They do movies at the park. They do a
Yeah, they
lot of
do.
things.
They have like
for-
a gastronomy club and.
They do
yeah.
tons of things that a lot of different people would be interested in. And so if we could get a way to at least get their events in front of the eyes of our people,
yeah.
then we could be able to get more people involved with that type of thing. I think that would work out much better for the city too.
I
We'll,
think.
we'll work from the council's perspective to try to get you guys a contact and,
Sure.
and see what the avenue is there.
They should build a literal bridge to our town.
So
I
one,
heard that was actually in the works at one point.
Yeah, I know someone from state parks who's like, he's like, one day, it's like, it hasn't been dropped, but
I think it's still in the, actually, I think it's still in the Parks Master Plan.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
yeah,
like up
Yeah,
here.
over the
Go,
water.
yeah,
Yep.
go from
No,
what, Timber to
literally.
Yep.
McIver.
yeah.
Yeah.
It might need to get me removed, but
Awesome.
that'll be part of the update.
so I know, Luke at Clackamas River Outfitters has wanted a lot more engagement, but he hasn't felt supported by the city. But I know like he's the main resource access point for all the whitewater rafting and everything like that. So the more relationship and we can get with him, and when he can see the city's, wanting to support that, and sounds like really are, I know he's got a lot of ideas.
Economic Development Commission, no?
He might be, I think he was,
I believe he's on the Tour Oregon Board. or-
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Committee as well, or something
yeah,
like that as
okay,
well.
cool. So he is getting engaged. But yeah, I'd talked to him once and
But yeah, but honestly, like if you can, like I said, if you can get more business owners to come out and like support the events and do, or even if he can figure out an event where like we can like figure out like something with the water with the kids or something like that.
he wants to take us for a ride down the river.
It's fun. You should do it.
I will take him up on that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Have we done any water safety events?
No, that's a
or-
good idea though.
The
Just-
only thing I would say, and this is just from my personal experience from knowing that river is not family friendly. Like at all. Like, I mean, there are so many pools with rocks and like bad undertows and stuff like that. It'd be one thing if you could get up into the Colawash and up into the upper echelons of the forest. There's much calmer pools, but like here below the dam, that's turbulent water. And I've stopped multiple people from like being like, hey, don't put your kid in that water because the currents will take them directly to the other side of the banks. So, because I would really enjoy doing a lot more like a fly fishing tutorials for the kids and stuff like that. And like getting them engaged on that type of thing, which we're gonna try to do more of during the Earth Day event when we're gonna have Trout Unlimited come out and a bunch of like those type of things. And I think getting like those type of activities where again, we teach kids about conservation as well as water safety and fishing and all these other things. I think stuff like that would be great for the city.
Well, they're gonna do that water event in May, right? Aren't they doing water safety there? That, I don't know, I forgot her name.
Oh, you're talking about Ellie.
I just want to implore on you guys that you have the council support to give us your ideas, your
Sure.
creative ideas, the new stuff, right?
Yeah.
Getting people outdoors and getting people active, I can assure you that is a priority to us. And I promise you it won't fall on deaf ears.
Sure.
So please, I like you're going with the fly fishing thing. That's something different.
Yeah.
Older kids probably too, getting involved, getting more high schoolers out. So you have our support. Please be creative and bring it this year,
And just since we're kind of miscellaneous, the other thing is I will reach out to the school again this year. So we can do the other half of the trees at Ranger Woods to clear out the ivy and get rid of the rest of that stuff. So we'll probably do that. I think we're gonna leave it a little bit more low key. I'll probably just we'll get out there and then as long as I get some help to get that stuff in the dumpster,
Yeah,
then we'll do the same thing as last year and just do a quick week and call it a day, get the rest of the trees done.
yeah.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Well, then you said you had some.
Yeah,
Extra
so Quest Cicada, really filled everything in, redesigned it, and the stickers will be showing up soon. I'm not gonna just go around vandalizing, so I'm going to find out where I can actually put stickers or find I have an idea for some things that I could adhere them to, or insert them into a thing that to put up a little post and stuff like that.
The design you came up with?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
Great.
it looks really good.
It was good.
Yeah, no, I was glad that it took the time to do it. Yeah, and speaking of getting people outside, that's really what it is. It's a website to it gamifies doing things outdoors.
Yeah,
Not just out, I mean, all the fun things you can do around town.
I think it also just gives you a goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I want to be outside already. That's not the issue.
Yeah.
It's
And-
what do I do to interact myself with the outside?
Yeah, and then it's kind of nice because it's you could be somewhere and you're at a park and it's just there's an activity that you can do right there, or if you come across the site in a different way, it's just oh, I could go do this thing right now. There's this one thing, and then some of them are hard and there's some big goals to go after, and then some of them are just
Yeah.
it's I want to get out of the house. What should I do? And it's it gives a little bit of purpose to your.
Are we incorporating that into each of our events?
Yeah, I was
Like
gonna say,
having
can
a
we
sign
promote
of,
that
like-
at all
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
content?
Yeah, we can now. That's the
Yeah.
thing is that it was just I was
Wasn't well.
in a
known.
place where, no, so it's been around, I've had it up for a bit, but I didn't
Okay.
have, I kind of like stalled on like putting all the stuff in because I wanted to get like the official blessing from the city to be
Yeah.
like, is this gonna be a real thing? Am I gonna be allowed to, are we actually allowed to do this?
Mhm.
And then once I did, then I was like, okay, now I'm gonna go through and
Yeah.
design, redo it and let's like really bring up the quality of it. And
Mhm.
now it's ready for public consumption. And then we're gonna, we'll start with the stickers.
Perfect.
And
Could we
then,
do something with your sticker and your design, because it has all the information on it, right? Like how to access it.
yeah.
Could we do that as like a yard sign to put at all of our concerts?
Yeah, for sure. So and that's the thing. So all the stickers that got made, some of them are like site specific. So
Mhm.
it's kind of like,
Okay.
there's a sticker that goes here because it's kind of like, there's a thing that you can do here right now. And it's got a QR code and it tells you what the URL is. And so it's like missions to go on and like, or like you're in an area that has like, there's like 5 things that you can do starting from this point.
Gotcha.
Um,
Is there like a general one though to like?
Yeah, it's,
Introduce the.
yeah, so I have a bunch of them that are just the route URL, and then I have like a bunch for the different categories, because there's like run, walk, ride, float, harvest, explore, play. And then inside of those, you'll be like, if you go to Timber Park and you're over by where the disc golf, like at hole 1, there's like a disc golf one that's for that location. That's like, there are like 3 missions you can do from here. And so it's like, open this up, and while you're playing disc golf, you can log these things if you do them.
Sure.
I think it would just be a good idea, like you were saying, like to promote
Yeah.
it,
to
to
promote
put
it.
like the general one on one of those yard signs that we did the survey
Yeah,
type, and just put it at our concerts
yeah, for sure.
to get the word out too.
Yeah,
I think there should be a sub leaderboard for the city council.
right.
There should be a way.
A sub leaderboard for just the
Oh,
city council.
And then, and then Sprint in the Spring, the city of Estacada has a US ATF certified 5K race course now. So
Nice.
We have
Awesome.
it's a real race that, we can start, proposing, first Saturday in April. Every year, we should do it, obviously, no time to do it this year, but in 2026.
Okay, so it's next
Um,
year.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so, gone through and, I'll be able, now with that, the US ATF will provide insurance and all these things for it, so we can go through and finish filling out the application for the city.
Okay.
Melanie has already looked at everything and helped plan on where to put flaggers and all that stuff, so
Okay.
we're gonna have a real race here.
Nice.
pretty
And then
rad.
we're getting like vest and stuff for like us, because we have to be like, right,
Oh, is that?
for like for the flaggers and stuff, like they're gonna have vests
Well,
and
actually, I
everything.
think what is gonna happen is a lot of the commissions I think the last I heard, there was a few different ones. I think they're gonna put a line item in their budgets
Oh, okay.
for safety equipment, and then
We can
when the city
all-
buys like in bulk,
Yeah,
it comes out of a portion of all of our budgets, and then we all get access to
I like
the
that.
equipment
Okay.
afterward.
because I was just thinking for the budget, I was like, we need like the safety
Yeah.
stuff and everything.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
and because we're charging for this, it's like half the
That's
price of
great,
like a
yeah.
normal US ATF certified 5K.
Mhm.
Plus it's like a really fun and rad course.
Yeah,
But,
So-
but because we're obviously not a for-profit organization, it's like we can charge half and it's gonna
come
gonna
right
recover
back.
and then like bring funds in. And then it's also, it finishes, the end of it is basically right at that lot where like Christie's cart is and stuff. So it's like you can kind of set things up there, bring
Good.
carts in, and it's like
Yeah.
it puts people right into down. The race finishes down Broadway and then
Yeah.
goes into that little spot. So it's like,
I'm so
it also
excited.
has like
Yeah.
a big, kind of like commerce component for
Yeah,
it.
and we
Yeah.
like get sponsors from local businesses if they
Yeah.
want like
Yeah.
giveaways at the end of the race, like, hey, you did a race, you can come get a beer, time traveler, something like that.
Yeah.
We get all those people actually like
Yeah.
contributing into like
Go
the
to
city
all
and
these
stuff like
nice
that. That'd be
Yeah.
great.
places.
Time
Okay,
travelers open at 9 AM.
Is it?
They could.
On that day.
Only a thing.
I know.
Beer is
I
real.
know, but,
Cool.
yeah, some people like to have a beer at 9 AM after a race, but.
You put in a ton of work to
Yeah.
get that done. Like that was
Mhm.
your baby. You've done
Yeah.
an amazing job doing that.
So, yeah, still a lot to do, but now we have a year to do it, over a year,
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then how long is it good for again?
10 years.
10 years.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, I'm stoked. It's gonna be fun.
Anything else?
Think I've done enough.
Miscellaneous business for anybody else?
No, I think everything will be for next meeting.
Great.
Lots of
Yep.
stuff.
Next we have commission, oh, that was commission reports and comment. We have a citizen comment, Pat?
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
And we've heard a couple of women coming back into the park. So a bunch of the women that have been here before, that's where to come and just find out if there's any plans about something, and then it was put to me, because not know why, but you see about economic loss with all the property that's up in the about building a park up there. So you already have parks for the houses to go around it. And I was known because all of us, and we're talking about, it was kind of live tweeting when we bought it, that it was going to be a green house. So they just wanted to see how it was.
The only thing we have planned, the city has planned for Campanella is the all able-bodied kids playground and the,
Isn't there a path?
as of, I mean, there's no like, that's, there's, I don't know, is there like gardenings and some other thing?
And they said something about, butterfly trees, hills, more benches. We knew about the handicap area, we could be right there off. In front of us. We were just curious because we haven't, we're thankful that the splash pad has been moved. But we get a lot of the kids from the schools practicing their soccer and baseball because we're in that general area, they live there. So they come and practice all the time. And like during the snowstorm, we have kids from all over the place sliding down the hill and everything. And so our community basically have made it where we get picnics together and feed the ducks and take care of the general area. And we just kind of want to know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, for the city park that's there, Campanella Park, the only thing the city has planned is the playground for all kids. And I think they had a few other, like, I could have sworn Melanie, the city, Melanie, she has the final plans for it. Well, the latest, there's, like I said, they're definitely putting the playground there. That was approved by council. And they're definitely putting, I think they're putting, like, don't quote me exactly. I was like, but I'm 90% sure they're putting like some sort of pollinator garden or something there. But as far as I know, that's the latest I heard from Melanie about Campanella. Give me 1 sec.
I know from the last one, we were talking about finding out if there was any interest inside of Campanella around a community garden.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, someone
I
wants,
remember
would
that.
like to do,
The
community garden, right?
Yeah. So, I mean,
Home park that when you get in.
Yeah.
I think that would be the best place because it's got more of the water and everything. It's very good.
Okay, so where the street goes through, where the bathrooms are, and then there's that playground, right?
That's the little place.
Yes. So on the other side, where the river cuts, there's a playground to be put there, which is the universally accessible playground.
Mhm.
They have right above it, they have picnic tables, new or an existing picnics shelter. And
that's that one's already there.
yeah, okay, it says proposed picnic table. So yeah, there probably will be more there will be more picnic tables once they put that in. They're putting a planted berm in right next to the playground, so it'll lift up the ground right there. And they have on the midsection right after the park, or the kids playground, there's nothing planned yet. But over on the side where that giant hole is, there's proposed pollinator gardens there. So that's the plans for, and she can give you these if you ask her for them. All good, all good. Thank you for your comment.
No, thank you.
Cool. All right.
I did, one thing.
Oh, yeah.
Last meeting, I brought up the need for, based on the survey and just talking to the neighborhood of, Faraday Hills and that new development. So I reached out to Melanie and, what was the other guy's name? Sorry, pregnancy brain, but I talked to him and,
Oh,
the-
Alan, the city planner.
Alan, yes.
Yes.
The 3 areas that we had talked about that I said, you know, they're blank areas, like, can we do something with them? They are part of a phase, so they are gonna have a home on them.
Cool.
And then, I can't remember exactly what, but they're all spoken for essentially.
Oh,
So I don't, yeah, that's all I got from it.
Okay.
There's nothing in the developments plan
Mhm.
to put any kind of parks in there.
And considering it was one of the developments pre the new code, I'm not surprised that
Yeah.
they're not putting it apart. But
The only thing I didn't get a response about was the new development that's right in front of Faraday Hills, the Leonard Homes or whatever it's
Mhm.
going to be. I don't know when that was approved, if that's gonna have a park. I don't know how to find that information out, but
got it.
for the part
Yeah,
of the
Alan-
land I was
Alan will
talking,
lead it.
Okay.
Got it for that.
the plots of land that I was interested in finding out information about, they are spoken for.
Oh, okay. Okay, and then I have one email from Tyra something. And then it's for a summer safety event and it just says, hello, I'm the Estacada prevention specialist with Todos Juntos.
Yeah.
Working to improve things here in Estacada. I am putting together a few events that I would like to invite commission members to participate in. The first community cafe is discussing issues facing Estacada, affecting our youth and families from protective factors and risk factors perspective. The Parks and Rec Commission directly affects those in our community. This event is March 6th, 4 to 6 p.m. or 4:30 to 6:30 at Wade Creek Community Building. I will be attending the next commission meeting with a formal invitation. The second event is something I love to partner with the Parks and Rec Commission on. I'm organizing community safety fair and bike rodeo. I have multiple organizations that are participating to help provide resources and guidance for summer activities. I am submitting paperwork with the city using Wade Creek Park.
The date on it?
Sorry, 1 second. And it's parking lot for the event. This would be a great opportunity for the commission to highlight summer activities and help with bike rodeo stations. Again, I'd like to share this with your commission next meeting. This event was scheduled May 2nd, 3:30 to 6:30. Thank you, Tyra. So it sounds like someone wants to get us involved with those events, which
I really like that
Yeah,
personally.
they do a
like,
lot of
yeah.
great
Do they?
things, yeah.
I've utilized, like, cause they are in the schools.
Yeah.
You know, so,
Yeah, we've done like their camps and stuff.
yeah, like the after
Yeah, it's a
school
really
stuff.
great program.
Yeah,
Great.
they're amazing.
okay, good. Well, then she's coming
And I
next
know
meeting.
they have a
Great.
lot of involvement in the community.
They do.
Oh, cool.
And they're really positive and like, it's very educational in such a appropriate manner, you know, like it's just, they're so good.
Sure.
Yeah. I would like that. I would like to partner with them if that's what they're wanting.
Great, great. And she'll be here next meeting. So if you got questions for her, you think about them before she comes, then that'd be great. All right, we can adjourn the meeting. Thank you.